Hi friends, today let's learn about linear search operation on an array. Before going to the topic, let me give you an introduction about the basic operations that you can carry out on an array. Let's take an example. Say you have an array called M. You can carry out all these basic operations on this particular array. The first one is searching. Through searching operation, you can look for a particular value, whether the value is present in the array or not. Suppose you want to look for the value 20 in the array M, you can use different searching techniques of Java. There are two different searching techniques in Java, linear search and binary search. The next one is sorting. You will be able to rearrange the elements of this array either in the ascending order or descending order. In the ascending order, you can arrange the elements as 2, 8 and 15. And in the descending order, if you want, you can rearrange the elements as 15, 8 and 2. The next operation is insertion. If you want to insert a value within this array in between 2 and 8, it is possible through a program. The next one is an unwanted element from the array can be deleted through a program. The last one is merging. Through merging operation, you will be able to combine the elements of two arrays together into a single array. Now, let's learn about linear search technique to look for a particular value in the array. Let's take an example. Here there is an array named as M, which has 5 storage locations. It's an integer array. Array is filled with data and you want to look for a particular value in the array, say 25. Look at the array. Elements are not sorted. They are not arranged in ascending order or descending order. So in Java, there are two searching techniques, linear search and binary search. If an array is unsorted, you can use only linear search methodology to look for a particular value in the array. Linear search operation can be performed on both sorted and unsorted array. Binary search can be carried out only on sorted array. As our array is unsorted, we can go for linear search operations. In linear search operations, the algorithm is you will access each element of the array right from the beginning, first element onwards till the last element and compare each value with the search value entered by the user. First of all, you will access the first element of the array, M of 0. M of 0 is 5. You will compare that value with the search value given by the user. If M of 0 is equal to the search value entered, no. Then you will take the next value from the array, M of 1. M of 1 is 3. You will check whether the value at the second storage location of the array is the search value or not. If you don't find the search value there, the searching operation will be carried out in sequential order. Each value of the array will be accessed in sequential order and compared with the search value entered by the user. This is how linear search operation will be performed. Now, let's learn to write a program in Java to carry out linear search operation to look for a particular value in an integer array with 10 elements. Let's discuss the algorithm first. Now, let's discuss the algorithm to carry out the linear search operation. First of all, declare the array M with size 10. Declare and initialize a variable called k, the flag variable, and set its value as 0. If you find the value, search value in the array, the value of k will be changed to 1. Input the values into the array by using a for loop. The next step is accept the search value from the user. Now, read each value from the array and compare it with the search value entered by the user by using a for loop. If the search value is present in the array, set the flag variable's value as 1. K is equal to 1. When the loop completes all its iterations, all the elements of the array will be compared with the search value. And if the element is found in the array, the value in K will be 1. Otherwise, the value in K will be 0. Now, check the value of K. If the value of K is equal to 1, display that the element is present. Otherwise, display that the search value is not present in the array. Let's convert this algorithm to a Java program. First of all, we have to import Java's utility package as we have to use scanner class in our program. So import java.util.star. Public class linear search. A meaningful name is given to the class as we are going to carry out linear search operation. Body of the class is opened. Executable statements in Java are written inside a method. So a method is opened. Public static void main. You can use main without arguments or you can give any other method name. Body of the method is opened. As we have to use a loop to enter the data into the array, the loop index variable I is declared. And to store the search value, another variable named as ns is declared and the flag variable k is declared and initialized as 0. Now the array is declared, integer type array, int m. Name of the array is m. The new keyword is used for allocating memory for the array, new int of 10. So an integer array with 10 storage locations will be created when the statement is executed. Now the scanner class object is declared. As we have declared the array m with 10 storage locations, array is created in the memory. The first index of the array is 0, last index of the array is 9. Array has 10 integer storage locations. Another variable to store the search value ns is declared and the flag variable k is declared and initialized as 0. Now let's input the values into this array by using a for loop. First of all, let's display a prompt to the user to enter the data. System.out.println enter 10 values. A for loop is used for entering data into this array. As there are 10 storage locations and the array index starts from 0, the loop index variable is initialized as 0. I is equal to 0. The last index of the array is 9. So the value of I goes till 9. I less than 10, including 9. And the array index changes by 1. So the value of the loop index is incremented by 1 plus I. When the value of I is equal to 0, m of 0 is equal to sc.nextInt. The scanner class object's nextInt method is used. So the first value entered by the user will be stored in the first storage location. Assume that the value entered by the user is 5. It got stored in the first storage location. As the closing of the loop is encountered, control resumes back to the updation statement to update the loop index variable. Value of I is updated to 1. When the value of I is 1, the statement will become m of 1 is equal to sc.nextInt. The next value entered by the user is stored in the second storage location. Assume that the user has entered the value 2. Loop goes for the next iteration with the value of I as 2. 2 is less than 10. So control enters into the loop's body to execute its statements. M of 2 is equal to the next value entered by the user. Say user has entered -1. Loop goes for the next iteration with the value of I as 3. So 3 is less than 10. Statement within the body of the loop will be executed. M of 3 is equal to the value entered by the user. User has entered the value 6. The loop executes 10 times. So all these storage locations will be filled with the data. Assume that the user has entered values like this. Now after filling the array, let's input the search value. Display message for the user to enter the value. System.out.println enter search value. And search value is accepted and stored in ns, variable named as ns. Assume that the user wants to look for the value. User entered the search value as 36. Let's access each element from the array and compare the array element with the search value. Let's read each value from the array and compare each value with the search value entered by the user. For this purpose, we have set a for loop. For loop's index variable started with 0 as the array index starts from 0 and it goes till 9 as the last index of the array is 9, I less than 10 plus I. Index changes by 1. So the variable loop index variable is incremented by 1. Inside the body of the loop, we have written the statement each element from the array and compare it with the value in the variable named as ns. So if m of I is equal to ns, if you find the search value in the array, the flag variable k will be set as 1 and immediately control goes out of the loop. You need not access the remaining elements of the array and continue the comparison. So let us see how this loop functions with these values in the array. As the control comes to the for loop, loop index variable I is initialized as 0, 0 less than 10, condition is evaluated to true. So control enters into the loop's body to execute all the statements given inside the loop's body. If m of I is equal to search value, m of 0, value of I is 0, m of 0 is equal to search value. Value at index number 0 is 5. 5 is equal to the search value. Search value entered by the user is 36. 5 is equal to 36 is evaluated. The test expression is evaluated to false. So the statements given after the if block will not be executed. As the closing of the loop's body is encountered, control resumes back to the header line to update the loop index variable plus I. Value of I is updated to 1, 1 less than 10. Again control enters into the loop's body. Current value of I is 1. M of 1 is equal to ns. Value in the variable named as ns. M of 1 is 2. 2 is equal to 36. Test expression is evaluated to false. So if block will not be executed, loop goes for the next updation. Value of I is updated to 2. Control again enters into the loop's body. M of 2 is equal to search value. M of 2 is minus 1. Minus 1 is equal to 36. False. Again loop goes for the next iteration with the value of I 3. M of 3 is accessed. M of 3 is 6. 6 is equal to 36. False. Next iteration with the value of I as 4. M of 4 is equal to search value. M of 4 is 15. 15 is equal to 36. False. Next iteration of the loop with the value of I as 5. M of 5 is equal to, M of 5 is 25. 25 is equal to 36. Test expression is evaluated to false. Next updation of the value of I as 6. M of 6 is equal to search value. M of 6 is 19. 19 is equal to 36. False. Loop index variable is updated to 7. Comparison is done. M of 7 is equal to search value. M of 7 is 7. 7 is equal to 36 is evaluated to false. Next iteration with the value 8. M of 8 is equal to, M of 8 is equal to search value. M of 8 is 36. 36 equal to 36. Test expression is evaluated to true. So the if block get executed. The value of the variable k is set as 1. Initially it was 0. As the value is found in the array, we set the value of k as 1. Immediately transfer the control outside of the loop by using a break command. So control goes out of the loop. You need not access the rest of the elements from the array. Immediately you can transfer the control by using break command. Control comes out to execute the remaining statements of the program. So now we have to check the value of k. If k is equal to 1, display that system.out.println the value is present in the array. Otherwise, display value is not present in the array. Body of the method is closed. Body of the class is closed. For more videos and information, like, share and subscribe my channel.